everyone, we are doing another Dior Quint review. Today, we'll be looking at Dior Tutu. If you're interested in seeing the look that I come up with, then just keep watching. Thanks for clicking on my video, everybody. Today we're doing one of my favorite things lately, which is reviewing these Dior Quints. I had talked a little bit about how I really wanted to get a Quint with a purple color story. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Was it Plum Tulle or Tutu? When I got into the store, just by swatching it, I felt like I was more drawn to Tutu. That being said, now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I really want Plum Tulle. So anyway, I also wanted to try Trafalgar, is that how you say it? Well, I wanted to try that one. It has more of a pink reddish color story. I think looks really pretty. So let me know if there's any other Quints that I haven't done that you're interested in. There's another one that is in my Sephora cart right now, which is I think Soft Cashmere or Nude Dress. I really can't decide because I don't normally gravitate towards the nudes. So anyway, just let me know if there's any Quints that you're interested in seeing that you haven't seen yet on medium skin, and I'll definitely pick those up. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed, make sure and consider subscribing through the video. If you like what you see, give me a like, I really appreciate that. If you are a Dior Quint lover, make sure and check the description box below because I have listed all of my Dior Quint reviews as well as the new Holiday 2020 collection, so definitely take a look at that. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring you in a little closer and we're gonna start on our look. Okay, so I've brought you in a little closer and I wanted to show you this beautiful little Quint. I have not swatched it. I did swatch a sample in store, but I wanted to do that on camera with you guys today. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful color story. It even looks a little nude from this length away from the camera, but it's definitely plummy, it's purpley, but not as vibrant purple as the Plum Tulle. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. I recently did get a gift, Juvia's Place, I think it was the berries, or it was the purple color story, and that one's really beautiful. So I feel like I would be double purchasing if I got the Plum Tulle. That being said, like I double purchase everything all the time. Like I think I've picked up like 2 or 3 green little palettes in the last couple days for no reason at all. No reason at all, just because they were green. But anyway, let me know, like I said, if there's anything else that you'd like to see. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this Quint for you, and then we're just gonna work on like a really nice, simple look. You know, we'll work on a look. Today I'm only gonna be doing one look for this Quint. I feel like there's other good reviews out there, but also just to give my little eyelids a rest, anytime that you film more than one look, it's really hard on your eyelids. That being said, if you want to see more looks, I can probably put something really quick together for Instagram or whatever. You guys let me know, okay? And make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I do like a lot of fun stuff, and a lot of my giveaways are linked to Instagram and Twitter, so definitely go check me out there. So we're going to go ahead and swatch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here is number 1. So pretty, so subdued. I feel like this shade here reminds me of the really beautiful purple that I loved in the Black Bow Quint. That being said, I don't have that Quint, so I'm not too sure, but it's really pretty. The next one is a topper shade. So pretty. It's got that ethereal glow, but it is a little bit more opaque than the other topper shades that we've seen in these Quints. This is the middle shade. I mean, this is what I always say, you guys, like Dior and their pigments, they always get me. They look so subtle in the pan and then you swatch them or apply them on your eye and they are super pigmented. Okay, look at that color. That color is super, super cool. It's not a duochrome, but like it almost gives you a shift. It's really beautiful. And then the last and deepest shade is this one here. Look at that. That's a really beautiful color story, you guys. I'm really interested in comparing it to this Juvia's Place purple palette that I have to see if it's closer to this one or to Plum Tulle. You know what, let me go pull that one. So initially I thought that this color story was more similar to the Plum Tulle, but as I'm looking at it here in the pan, it looks very comparable to these here. So let me just swatch them. This is a 6-pan palette. This is the Violets. That's the name for them. And again, this one was gifted to me by my good friend El Feisty. Let's just swatch, why not? I'm going to swatch from the top and then from the bottom. I will say that these Juvia's Place ones, the shimmers are so creamy, so buttery. You know, there's something very, very special about, there's the top. Whoa. Okay, this one might be closer to, that one might be closer to Plum Tulle, but so pretty. Okay, yeah. I thought these might match, but they don't. So let's keep going. There's something very, very special about the Juvia's Place formula. I mean, it is a really nice formula. And they do color really well. I mean, just from listening to videos about like formulation and ingredients and all that, purples are a color that is very, very difficult to formulate and to get right. So, you know, if that says anything. So we have, ooh. Okay. Let's see. That's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I would say they don't, Dior's on the bottom, Violets is on the top. I think that this Violets by Juvia's Place will definitely be closer to Plum Tulle. So that's good news. That's good news because maybe that means I don't need Plum Tulle, so I'm kind of glad that I went with Tutu. Let me know if you guys have experience with the Juvia's Place formula down below. I know that I've been playing with this Violets a little bit. Like I said, not on camera, but I really, really like it. Recently, I've really been intrigued by browns, but not neutrals, but like deep chocolate browns. And so somebody was talking about the chocolates palette. I think it was Kelly from K Bella Beauty. And she was saying that she really wants to pick up that chocolates palette that's a 6-pan like this. And now I'm like, I think I kind of want it too. And I think for fall, it's just so pretty. I think that from back in the day, I want to say, I think it was Almay Cosmetics, Almay in the drugstore. Back in the day, this is when I was like in my early 20s, so maybe like almost 20 years ago, they came out with some color stories that said, you know, this color story is good for hazel or brown eyes. This color story is good for blue eyes, for green eyes, for black eyes. And so from that point, this was like almost 20 years ago, the color story that they said was most complementary to brown or hazel eyes was the purple color story. And I've always kind of found that to be true, at least on my eyes. Like I don't have deep, dark brown eyes. They're a little lighter brown, not hazel, but lighter brown. And I've always felt like purples really complement my eyes. So yeah, I'm just intrigued by this little Juvia's Place Violets. But today's video is all about this Tutu. So we will go ahead and just get started with a look today. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this first shade. So how has everybody been? I know that we're getting ready for the holidays. There's a lot of holiday releases coming. And, you know, I was trying to be as disciplined as I possibly could be. But some of these holiday collections are getting me, like the new Natasha Denona Trio Chrome. Are you guys picking that up? I saw it. I mean, it has a trio of duochromes, and then it's got like pink, green, like and purple color stories. So it drew me in right away. I'm kind of thinking I'm picking that up. So let me know what you guys are thinking about these holiday releases. Like, I felt like we knew all the main ones, like Dior and Guerlain and, you know, Chanel and all that. But then, like, all of these other brands are, like, dropping them like crazy. It's kind of driving me wild. But anyway, there's some coming soon, honey. Okay, so that is pretty. It just gave me, like, a really nice light wash on my eyes. By the way, the first brush that I used was the rougher number 15. Next, I'm gonna take my rougher number 13. This brush is really good for small hooded eyes, which in my live we all heard. Everybody in their 40s has hooded eyes. Most of us are starting to get hooded eyes. So I'm gonna take my, again, my refer number 13, and I'm going to go ahead and go into the center shade here. And I'm gonna start by tapping here on the outer V, and then just whatever's left, bringing it in. Windshield wiping motions. You know what I am noticing about this Quint is that it's a little more powdery than the others. There's kind of kick up going everywhere. It is blending out nicely, as you can see, but I do want to point that out. It just looks powdery, like on my eyelids also. I don't know if you can tell. I hope the camera picks it up, but still pretty. Like, I like the colors, but yeah. Next, I'm gonna take the deepest shade in the Quint, which is this one here, and I'm gonna take it in my Sonia G Flat Definer. I usually use this brush for my lower lash line, but I just wanna be very targeted about where I'm applying this deep purple. Yeah, see, you guys see that? It's extremely pigmented. But back to my original comment about how purples are just hard to formulate. Maybe that's the case. I mean, they're working beautifully. It's just really powdery. So we just deepened out the outer V like that. I will blend in a minute with a different brush. I feel like this is gonna be like my favorite shade in the Quint, this deep one. It's so pretty. Like a true purple. So do you guys see, like, we've just deepened up the outer V, and it really opens up the eye from the inside. It does make them look lifted somewhat as well when you concentrate the deeper colors on the end there. So definitely love that. I'm going to now go in with my Chikuhodo Z11. It's a blend brush, and just kind of soften it up a little bit, not too much. I still want it to be the deepest there. That is gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. Do you see what I mean about the purple color story on medium skin tone or brown eyes though? I just feel like it goes well with my color. Not only my skin tone, but my eye color. I don't know. I may just be like brainwashed by those Almay commercials back in the day, but I just like them, which is crazy because I love color. Like, I love like blues and greens, and you know that about me, but this looks beautiful. It's just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to take my refer number 2 and go into this color here. And I'm going to concentrate the color just in the middle there, right in the middle of the eyelid, the center. Just a tiny little bit. Enough to create that transition from the inner corner. Going back in with my refer number 13, a very light tap into the deepest color, just to make sure that it's all blended here and that it looks seamless. That's so pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Especially because it's just so different. Like, every Quint I've picked up, I feel has such a different color story, so that's why I get so excited, because they're so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the lightest shade, which is this like topper ethereal shimmer sort of color, and just in my finger, and I'm going to concentrate that on the inner third. It's okay if it goes into the tear duct and highlights that, because I'm gonna do that anyway. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I'm going in with my refer number 3, just a little pencil brush into the lightest shade again, which is that shimmer, and just very lightly place that in the tear duct. It's not like a blinding inner corner highlight or anything. It's not super poppin', but it's really beautiful. Subtle, but it's gorgeous. I'll place a little bit of that here for a little bit of a pop. And now I'm gonna go into this shade here with my pencil refer number 3 brush, and I'm going to finish off the lower lash line. There's the look there. Super easy. I think that's what I love most about these Quints, but let me throw on some lashes, some liner, and I'll be right back. And here is the final look. So what do you guys think of the final look? I think it came out absolutely beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I just think there's something about purples that just, even though I'm not always instantly gravitating towards them, make my eyes specifically look good. But I'm really, really happy with the result. Okay, my final thoughts. Obviously, you already know that I absolutely love the Dior formula. I think that it's beautiful. I think that they execute perfectly every single time. I will tell you, I have to be 100% honest, this one was a lot powdery than the others. That being said, initially when I put it on my lids, I felt like it looked powdery and I just was starting to get a little worried. Once you gave it, this is so weird, but once you gave it like a minute or two to sink into the lids or whatnot, I think it looks beautiful. It looks very, very smooth, just like skin, not powdery at all. So that's just something that I wanted to point out. That being said, in the pan, extremely, extremely powdery. But like, you know, I've heard that about formulas that are purple. After looking at some swatches online of Plum Tulle and comparing it to the Juvia's Place Violets, I feel like I don't need Tutu and Plum Tulle. I think that this Tutu is a perfect addition color story to all of the other Quints that I have. I absolutely love them. Now that I've tried the purple and I love it so much, now I want the Trafalgar, is it Trafalgar? It's like the pink reddish color story. I think it's so, so beautiful. So I might pick it up, I'm not sure. You guys let me know if there's any Quint that I didn't touch on or color story that you really wanna see, and I'll definitely go get them because again, I know that I can depend on the quality, so I definitely am willing to do that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the final look? Do you think that it looks just, you know, too subtle, or what are your thoughts? If you want to see like a more smoky look or a lighter daytime look or anything like that, let me know in the comments and I'll just pop a quick video on Instagram. That's easy to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. I'll definitely have a couple more holiday releases and collections coming up. And then I also have some fun collabs. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. All of my Dior Quint videos and my Dior Holiday 2020 videos are linked down below. Make sure and go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where we have a lot of fun. So thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.